Yo, what's up guys? It's Noah here, and in today's video, we're going to be talking through some player props I like on Prizepicks for today's NBA slate on Friday, January the 17th. We got a pretty big slate on Friday night. I think it's 9 games on this slate, so relatively decent amount of games. I've got some early player props, guys, that I do like for this slate, taking a first look at the board on Thursday night. Recording this video the night before, we do already have props up for 5 of the 9 games today, so there's plenty of props to look through. I was able to find 3 early plays that I did like, and as always, we're going to break those down in this video, and we're going to share why I like them. Now, before we do get started, guys, make sure that you hit that like button down below if you do enjoy these Prizepicks videos. Make sure to hit that subscribe button as well, and if you guys are new to the channel, and if you are new to Prizepicks, be sure to sign up for Prizepicks. Use promo code NOAH when you do, and when you sign up for Prizepicks with my promo code and place your first lineup, you'll get $50 in promo funds instantly added to your account. And I do also want to shout out Sleeper because we do have a partnership with Sleeper as well. You guys can sign up for Sleeper. Use promo code NOAH over there. And when you play your first lineup on Sleeper, you'll get $55 worth of free lineups. So this is a new promo that Sleeper is doing for new users. This replaces their 100% deposit match bonus that they used to do, which was a bonus that, or like a new user offer that would kind of entice you to deposit more money because more money you put in, the bigger deposit bonus you would get. Well, now with this new promo, you can put in the minimum, still get $55 worth of free lineups. It's not like you have to deposit a bunch of money. You can just deposit the minimum on Sleeper, still get $55 worth of free lineups once you play your first $5 lineup. So definitely go check out Sleeper, give them a try, and when you do sign up, make sure to use that promo code NOAH so that way you get access to this new user offer. Again, on Sleeper, only available for new users. But we got 3 plays to talk about for Friday, guys. Now, I do want to recap the 2 picks that we gave out in Thursday's video before we talk through our plays for Friday. So Thursday, we went 1-1 on the 2 picks we gave out. Unfortunately, the pick that missed was an over on Jared Allen. And if you bet any overs on the Cavs on Thursday night, you probably lost them because the Cavs went out there and just got absolutely destroyed. They lost by like 40 points or something. It was not a competitive game really at all. And none of the Cleveland starters played anywhere near their full minutes. I think Jared Allen only played like 20 minutes. And it sucks because Jared Allen was actually pretty productive when he played. Like it was a good matchup for him. I like the spot a lot. I think he had 13 points and 7 rebounds in, let me see how many minutes he played. Like I want to say he played like 20 minutes. I think he played the fewest minutes of all the starters. Maybe Dean Wade played less, but let's see if I can pull this up real quick. Let's see. So yeah, Jared Allen he only played 16 minutes, man. He had 13 points and 7 rebounds in only 16 minutes. So it's like, man, if he plays just anywhere near his full minutes, if he even plays like 25 minutes, I think we would have had a shot. But 16 minutes in a massive blowout, what can you do? And then we did pair that with Asor Thompson over 16.5 PRA, which did hit. Split our 2 plays, though. Couldn't get the full sweep. Unfortunately, the Cavs went out there and just got absolutely destroyed. It is what it is. That'll happen in the NBA. Teams get blown out all the time. It's nothing you can really predict. It's going to happen. I think the Cavs just, they couldn't make any shots. OKC was not missing, and, you had a massive blowout. But we got 3 plays for Friday to try and bounce back here, see if we can go 3-0 on these 3 plays. So 2 of the props I like for tonight are going to be points props, and the first points prop that I'm liking is going to be on Wendell Carter Jr., and we're going to take Wendell Carter Jr. for more than 9.5 points. So Wendell Carter Jr. did go over this line last game against Milwaukee, had 12 points, played 32 minutes, and I really want to highlight last game because last game Goga Batadze was out, and we saw Wendell Carter Jr. start at center, and Wendell Carter Jr. is going to continue to start while Goga's out. I think Goga's out right now because he's in concussion protocol, so I don't exactly know how long Goga will be out. But while Goga's out, Wendell Carter Jr. should be playing some big minutes because you look at the other bigs on this Orlando roster and they really have no one else. Their other backup center is Mo Wagner, and Mo Wagner's injured right now, so they don't have Mo Wagner. They don't have Goga Batadze. And I think really they basically used Jonathan Isaac as their backup center last game, and I think Jonathan Isaac just played all the minutes that Wendell Carter Jr. didn't get. And Jonathan Isaac is a player that has had injury history in the past. He's a player that the Magic have historically been pretty cautious with. He's not a guy that typically plays like really big minutes. Last game, Jonathan Isaac only played 15 minutes. You saw Wendell Carter Jr. get the other 32, 33 minutes. And it's also worth noting that last game was a huge blowout, and Wendell Carter Jr. still played in the blowout. Like, they played him garbage time, which I was kind of surprised by, but it's either, you basically either play him or you play Jonathan Isaac, and I don't think the Magic really want to risk Jonathan Isaac getting injured in a blowout. So Wendell Carter Jr.'s minutes feel pretty safe here, especially if they're even gonna play him in blowouts. And this game does have a 12.5-point spread, so there is blowout risk here. But like I said, last game they played Wendell Carter Jr. in the blowout. He had 12 points, played 32 minutes, and he didn't even shoot the ball well last game. He shot, he shot 3 for 12 from the field, and he did shoot 2 for 4 from 3, but he was 3 for 12 from the field, shot the ball terribly, and still scored 12 points. I think this line of 9.5 on Wendell Carter Jr. is just too low with all the injuries to this Orlando team right now. Not only are they very thin at center, missing 2 of their centers, but they also don't have some of their highest usage guys. No Jalen Suggs, no Franz Wagner. Sure, they have Paolo back, but you would think Boston's probably going to do whatever they can to slow down Paolo here, maybe throw some double teams at him. I think Boston's most likely going to force these other guys to beat them. Wendell Carter Jr., Cole Anthony. And you look at this Orlando team, like they don't have a lot of guys who can really generate offense. Obviously, Paolo can. Cole Anthony can kind of create his own shot. But KCP is just more of like a spot-up shooter, kind of 3-and-D guy. Tristan da Silva is a lower usage player that doesn't really create his own offense. And then the guys they have coming off the bench, like they don't really have any really good scorers coming off the bench right now. So Wendell Carter Jr. should have the opportunity to produce when he's on the floor. The minutes were really good last game, even got run in blowout. I think we can project Wendell Carter Jr. for about 30 minutes here, if not more than 30 minutes. And when he's played over 30 minutes this season, he's been able to get 10 points more times than not. In fact, when he's played at least 28 minutes this season, he's had 14 points, 10 points, 2, and then 12, 8, and 15. So in 7 games this season with at least 28 minutes, Wendell Carter Jr. has gone over this line in 5 out of 7. The games he went under, he shot 2 for 5 and 1 for 4. Again, they just don't have any offense. So Wendell Carter Jr. is going to have to be on the floor to provide some offense. He's a big that can not only kind of score around the rim, but he can also shoot threes. He is a decent three-point shooter, so he's got a little bit of offensive game to him. Just think this line on him is too low now that the Magic are so thin at the center position, and Wendell Carter Jr. should be playing like 30-plus minutes here. And then the other prop that I like, another points prop that we're going to talk about, is going to be on Nikola Vucevic, and I like Vuce for more than 17.5 points. So Vuce's been playing pretty well lately, as you can see by his game log. He's had some good games. Had only 10 points against the Pacers, but bounced back with 23 against Washington, 18 against Sacramento, 22 against the Pelicans. Last game against the Hawks did only have 14 points, but that was kind of a tougher matchup. The Hawks have actually been pretty good this season at limiting points in the paint, which is kind of where Vuce does a lot of his damage. Well, now he's facing a Charlotte team that has historically been a team that will give up points to centers, will give up points in the paint. This season, Charlotte's been better defensively against centers. They've been better at limiting points in the paint, but I'm not really buying it, especially since they don't have Nick Richards now. They traded away their backup center. So, outside of Mark Williams, this team does not really have many good defensive centers, and Mark Williams has never been known to be like an elite defender or an elite rim protector. So I think the matchup is pretty good here for Vuce, and Vuce's role is very solid in this Bulls offense. Now, sure, the Bulls do have a lot of guys that can soak up usage. Zach LaVine's been playing well lately, been taking a lot of shots. Josh Giddey, not a volume shooter, but he will shoot when opportunity's there. You have Kobe White, who will take shots as well. But Vuce, when he's on the floor, he's a guy that they can run the offense through. He's a guy that they will look to get the ball to when he's got mismatches. And Vuce is pretty good at picking out mismatches, getting screens, doing pick and rolls, and finding his spots, getting to his spots where he can make shots. I like this matchup for him against a Charlotte team that has historically been pretty bad defensively against centers. And Vuce's minutes have been very good lately, which is something that we do like to see. His minutes can sometimes be a little bit spotty. Like some nights he'll play like 30, some nights he'll play like 35, then like maybe 28. But as of late, the minutes have been up on Vuce, 33, 35, and 34 minutes in his last 3 games. The game against Washington, he only played 27 minutes, but that game was a blowout. The game against the Pacers, he only played 27 minutes. They lost that game by 16, so I'm guessing that game really wasn't competitive either. But this game against the Hornets should be competitive. It's a 4.5-point spread. And in competitive games, you can typically project Vooch for like 32 to 34 minutes. This season, when he's played at least 32 minutes, he's gone over this line in 11 out of 16 games, so a good percentage of games with at least 32 minutes. And if you want to look at his last few games against the Hornets, he has had success in this matchup for what it's worth. Last 6 games against Charlotte, 21 points, 20 points, 11, 21, 22, and 16. The game he had 11 points, he only played 25 minutes. I'm assuming that was for blowout. Let's see. It was a 13-point game. Not sure why he only played 25 minutes, maybe foul trouble or something. But again, we can typically project Vooch for like 32 to 34 minutes in close games. He's been playing that lately. This game against the Hornets projects to be close. I like the matchup a lot here for Vooch. So we're going to take him for more than 17.5 points. And then third and final prop that I like is a PRA prop on DeJounte Murray. And we're going to take DeJounte Murray for more than 29.5 PRA. Well, the Wendell Carter Jr. points prop just got removed. All Wendell Carter Jr. props just got removed. I don't really know why. Did they remove all Magic props? Okay, Prizepicks just took down all the Magic props. I don't really know why, because there's no injury news from the Magic. So I guess wait and see. I'm assuming they'll put props back up for the Magic at some point. I don't know if they're going to put Wendell Carter Jr. props back up at the same lines that they were. But if his points prop comes back up at 9.5, feel free to play it. I don't know why Prizepicks just pulled all the Magic props. Maybe they're just adjusting the lines where the sports books have them. We'll see. But let's talk about this DeJounte Murray prop and why I like this one. So DeJounte Murray been playing well lately. You can see it by his game log. He was going through a shooting slump where he was really struggling to score, but lately he has started to shoot the ball much better. Now, go ahead and guess what day I bet on DeJounte Murray, and you can probably guess. Yes, it was this day against Chicago where he went under this line. Had a huge game against Boston, had a huge game last game against Dallas, and of course I bet on him the day against Chicago where he had 29 PRA. But this feels like another spot where DeJounte should perform really well facing Utah. Utah has been a great matchup for guards this season. They've historically been a great matchup for guards. You look at where they rank in terms of like points allowed to guards. I mean, they're top 10 in points allowed, rebounds allowed. I think they're like middle of the pack, and then they're giving up the second most assist to point guards this season. You look at where Utah ranks in terms of defensive rating. They're the second worst defensive team in the league. Only the Wizards have a worse defensive rating than the Jazz this season. So this matchup should be really good for DeJounte Murray. This is a spot where the Pelicans should be able to score pretty easily. Now, I know Zion Williamson is coming back for this game. Zion did rest their last game. But DeJounte's been pretty good in the games he's played with Zion this season. He's played 3 games with Zion, so it's kind of a small sample. But in the 3 games he played with Zion, 37 PRA, 43 PRA, and then 29 PRA. Obviously, the game he had 29 was the Chicago game. But like you look at the Chicago game when he had 29 PRA, he shot 4 for 14 from the field and 4 for 11 from 3. So it was a really poor shooting game, and he still had 29 PRA. And the reason I like this PRA line on DeJounte is because not only can he score, but he can also rebound really well. He can get assists as well. This season, DeJounte is averaging the 3rd most rebound chances per game on the team. He's averaging nearly 11 rebound chances per game, averaging 6.5 rebounds per game. And then if you look at assist numbers, he's leading the team in assists per game, 7.6. Also leading the team in potential assists per game, 12.7. So DeJounte is a player that can do everything when he's on the floor. He can score, rebound, and facilitate. And this is a matchup where he should be able to do all that. He should be able to score against this Utah team, should be able to rack up assists against a terrible Utah defense, and I'm sure he'll be in rebound position where he can grab some boards as well. So love this matchup for DeJounte Murray. Love the way he's been playing lately. I think this PRA line is definitely a few points too low. Given the matchup, I think this line should be like 31.5, 32.5. I was very surprised to see him have a PRA line under 30. In this matchup. So love that for today. That'll be our second prop. And then obviously the third prop was on Wendell Carter Jr., but they just pulled all the Magic props. Don't know why. We'll see if they put them back and what the lines come in at. If they put him back at 9.5 points, feel free to play that. We obviously talked about why I like that. If they don't put it back up, then you can just play these 2 props. But these are plays I like for this Friday NBA slate, guys. And as always, appreciate you watching these Prizepicks videos, supporting the content. Make sure that you hit that like button down below if you enjoyed. Hit that subscribe button as well. And go check out Prizepicks if you have not yet. Sign up, use code NOAH. You'll get $50 in promo funds instantly added to your account when you place your first lineup on Prizepicks. But good luck tonight. Thanks for watching, guys, and we will see you in the next video.